Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new F1 2020 video. Today I'm doing some My Team, something I've not really showed on the YouTube channel at all yet. What we're doing is basically I've upgraded the car completely to the maximum. As you can see, we're driving with a beautiful Minecraft livery. I've done a few My Team streams, but I've not really posted anything on YouTube. So yeah, this is basically a custom-made Minecraft livery. Not really important performance-wise. As you can see, R&D is completely upgraded. I think two are still in the development, but that's durability, so that has no impact on the performance of the car. So as you can see, facilities are almost all of them are completely upgraded. But what I'm gonna do is see how fast we can be in qualifying. So let's head into Melbourne first. I'm basically gonna skip through all practice sessions and the races, and then just see on every track how fast we can be in qualifying compared to like the world record lap time around every track. So let's head into it. Hope you guys will enjoy the video, and let's start. Alright, so I had my first little taste of this car, and it's absolutely insane on braking and top speed mainly. I feel like downforce-wise is pretty good, of course, but the top speed is just insane. You're gonna see 114.7 already as I head into my final run, and the world record is a 117.9 on time trial. So we are full 3 seconds faster than the world record. So let's see if we can get any more out of it. Okay, through turn 1 we've already gained half a tenth. There's definitely more in there, but it's so hard to get right. Simply because it's so fast, and I'm not used to having such good brakes and so much top speed. So everything is just so fast, it's a bit weird, but I'm getting used to it. You know, especially next coming tracks, I'm probably gonna get better and better, getting used to this extremely fast car. That corner is still tricky, like always. You can see top speed 345 as we're into the next right-hander. Tires are gonna be burning probably. Four tenths up, and we've almost beaten the world record in this car by 4 seconds. 3.6 seconds faster than the world record around Melbourne. It's absolutely insane. Now, let's move on to the next track, which will be Bahrain. Alright, moving on to Bahrain now then. You can see 120.6 when the world... Oh, I'm trying to get some clean air, but the AI has been fantastic again. Anyway, moving on to the flying lap now. I've done a 20.6 so far, which is 3 seconds faster than the current world record, so pretty similar to Melbourne, I would say. You can see top speed is absolutely insane. It's so hard to get the braking point right, because you arrive so much faster, but the braking force is much higher as well. So it's a little bit hard getting that right. But as I said before, over the course of the next few tracks, I'm gonna get better at it. I expect it to be faster, or to have a bigger advantage on Melbourne or on Bahrain than Melbourne, but it isn't. You can see we're now 2 tenths up, but I don't think we will be able to get a 3.6 seconds of Melbourne. But I did expect it to be more, because there's a lot more straight line speed, or straight line, yeah, just straight line basically. Because the engine advantage is so big. Currently it looks like we are going to get 3.3 seconds over the world record. But that's 3 times less than Melbourne. So I did not expect that at all. But anyway, I think I did a pretty decent lap. It's going to be 3.4 to the world record, more or less, 3.5. So I think the world record is a 123.7, so it's 3.5 seconds. Yeah, I think I messed up turn 1 a little bit, so there was 1 tenth more in there for sure. But let's head
review
to
our top 3 today.
Alright, moving on to Hanoi then. You can see we currently already have a 128.3. World record is a 131.3. So we're already 3 seconds faster. Looking to make it more, of course, this time around. I had to move the brake bias a little bit to the front. Because I kept locking the rears. Right, 3 tenths up, almost. Going into sector 2. Oh, I shaved the wall there. Still 3 tons up. Gained a few hundreds through that section. DRS open now. Insane top speed as usual, of course. 355, I think so. Okay, again, gained a little bit of time. Half tenth. Another half tenth gain. Okay, not perfect, but 3.4 seconds faster than the world record, so absolutely insane, of course. Next track is going to be China, I think so. It's going to be an interesting one, as China requires a lot of aero, a lot of the tires, mechanical grip, so going to be interesting. Let's head towards China. Alright, moving on to China now then. World record is at 27.9. Currently we are just over 3.2 seconds faster than that. I feel like I already did a pretty good lap, so it's going to be hard to beat it. But let's try anyway. It seems like every track is more or less around that 3.3 to 3.6 seconds region. But the My Team car is actually faster than the time trial world record. Turn 1 then, absolutely insane speed, of course. Trying to keep it on the inside as much as I can. Which gained me half a tenth. Alright, 1 tenth up, over 1 tenth up. Going into sector 2. We need to short shift so much more because minimum speed is just so much higher everywhere. It's crazy. Oh, I turned in too early. Okay, that section was not ideal, not gonna lie. Alright, 2.5 fans up. Not gonna lie, after Hanoi, I had to, or Vietnam, I had to turn my force feedback down because the wheel was getting so heavy. I turned it down by 2 or 3%. Okay, that cost me a lot of time hitting that inside curve. 2 to 3% for feedback doesn't seem like a lot, but on a Simucube, 2 or 3% is a lot because there's so much force. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take a break because this is pretty hard, and I do like a few practice laps before. Every qualifying session, or well, I do basically the full short qualifying and then I only show the last bit. So now next one up is I think Spain. I'm not sure, but let's head to Spain and see how that goes. All right, so I'm all ready to go again, freshed up, rested a little bit after the first 4 tracks. Now we're on Zandvoort, looking to get a 104. Now you see through turn 1, only 1 10 up, 1.5. Two tens up already, nice one. Still, this car is absolutely insanely fast, as I said before. So I hope I can get more of the grips of it in the coming tracks. Although I think I'm doing a pretty good job now. See, 4 turns up. It's a little bit harder to feel when the grip is gonna go because it's so much faster. Oh, I'm actually down on Calderon, our teammate. But coming across the line, we actually bottomed out a lot through that last. It's not really a corner, but had so much understeer through there. So it's a 104.8, which is 2.5 seconds faster than the world record. Yeah, around here, I think it's a bit harder to get that 3.5 second mark that we had on other tracks because it's so short. I have no idea what the AI is doing right here, but because it's so short, you cannot make up really enough time in that short amount of space. So let's head to the next track. Zandvoort, 2.5 seconds faster than the world record. And now I think we're up for Barcelona, if I remember correctly. Anyway, let's check out. Alright, so as I said, Barcelona up next. We're basically preparing our lap now. We need to get a good exit of here, of course. Reason I'm using 52 brake buys is because otherwise I simply lock up the rear too much. So yeah, that's why I went 52 brake by. We haven't really set a good lap, 1:10.9, which is just over 2 seconds faster than the world record. But trying to change that now. I was struggling with temperatures in that lap before, so I hope I can do slightly better now. Need to be a little bit smoother. Alright, here's where I struggled before. And I'm still a little bit struggling. You see, we did went a little bit faster. With 2 tenths up on P1. See if you can get into the 109. Don't think so, but a low 110 will be nice. Low 110 it is. You can see in the delta I made a mistake in that last corner, the previous lap. 110.2, which is 3 seconds faster than the world record, I think so. So, pretty decent job, I think so. On to the next track, which is, I think, Monaco, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty poor in knowing what tracks are up next, so I think it's Monaco. Alright, so now we are in Monaco. I'm trying to get a bit of a gap, so I don't get to any cars on their out lap. So now I'm gonna push 105.7 currently. World record is set by me, which is a 106.7, if I remember correctly, or 8. Honestly, don't know, or can't remember. Didn't do it too long ago though, but there's definitely more time in here. I'm only doing one banker, because otherwise this recording is otherwise gonna take way too long. So, and I don't think I will improve a lot with more practice. So, pretty decent lap so far. I'm gonna get towards that racing point, which is really annoying. So I might have to back out of this one and go again. Alright, so that was a bit shit, but event it's gonna be a 105.2, so ended up being a 105.2. Probably could have been a 0 without Latifi blocking me, but it is what it is, you know. Still 1.5 seconds faster than the world record, which is set by me. So yeah, I think it's pretty solid attempt. 7 times faster than the AI, I think so.
Great work out there today.
Alright, so as you can see, we are on Baku now, and I'm gonna do 2 things here. Of course, I'm gonna do the normal lap, but I'm also gonna see what the ultimate top speed can be. So I've basically put on 1-1 wings, ride height to 11 on the front, softest rear springs and maximum tire pressure, which will all help with the top speed. So that's going to be really interesting. And at the same time I'm going to try and slipstream. So really going to go for that absolute insane ultimate top speed. So let's see if there are any cars out yet. I think I just have to try it later on in the session, probably. When all cars are out on track. Actually, I can try it now. And try it later on in the session as well. So yeah, let's see. Slipstream. And then lowest wings possible. Lowest rake for that maximum top speed. Alright, so basically I'm behind Matsushita and Verstappen now. I'm going to try and slipstream both of them. This is going to be interesting. First we've got Matsushita. I need to leave a little bit of a gap, I think so. Because we're going to have way more top speed than them. First up is Matsushita. You can see we're already gaining so much. I think he's in his in-lap as well. We're already on 350 kph. And we have not even opened DRS yet. Heading into turn 1. 366. Oh, I'm gonna crash. Anyway, 366 kilometers per hour top speed, which is insane. I don't think I can really go any faster, to be honest. Maybe I can try later on in the video in Mexico as well. But this was, I think, the perfect slipstream. So yeah. Now let's do the normal push lap. And see what lap time we can get. Alright, starting our normal flying lap now. Let's see what our top speed is going to be with a normal setup. It's still quite high. You can see before we get into the DRS and we were on 343 kph. And heading into turn 1 it's going to be 357. So, 9 kph slower on top speed with a normal setup, which is still pretty low downforce, but not as much of course. Oh, I had a double shift, my bad. Anyway, with this powerful engine I don't think we lose too much time. World record is at 36.0. See how much we can go faster with this maxed out my team car. Acceleration is absolutely insane. I think this is going to be a really fast lap time with this maxed out car. Oh, a little bit of damage maybe. Did we get damage? No, we didn't actually. Lucky. But 36.0 is the world record. Let's see what we're going to get here. Coming across the line, 357 kph, 33.4, which is 2.6 seconds faster than the world record. Pretty good if you ask me. We're not getting the same out of it anymore as Hanoi and China, which I think we were well over 3 seconds faster, but those tracks are, you know, quite different to Baku. Alright, power record is then. This is a track where I think a maxed out my team car is gonna be insanely fast. I already did that 22.7, which is 3.3 seconds faster than the time trial world record. So that's absolutely insane already, and that was only as a banker. I did invalidate it a little bit, so let's see what we can do now. Half it end up. Right, into sector 2, 2 tenths up already. And as the track evolution goes on, we're gonna gain a lot more time, I think, in the last sector. See there, we're just gaining every corner because of the track evolution. 2.3 seconds up on George Russell in the Haas. $22.7, and now we're gonna do a 22.2, which is 3.8, over 3.8 seconds faster than the time trial world record. That's mad. That's crazy. I have no idea what the next track is, but let's head towards that one now. Alright, so initially I was planning to do two flying laps in a row, but otherwise I was gonna get traffic from cars on outlap, so I didn't want to do that. And I just decided to go for one push lap. So let's see if we can get it in at 59 seconds. It will be very hard because it's a short track, so it's quite hard to make up half a second, but let's try anyway. Definitely not impossible. So 1.5 tens up. Right, coming across the line, it's not going to be a 58, but it's a 59 too. Pretty decent. There's definitely more in there. 58 is definitely in there if I would try a few more sessions or a few more laps. But still, 59.2. We went 7 tenths faster than the AI. So. Alright, so as you can see, we are on Budapest now. I was wrong. Next track was not Spa, it's Budapest. So I think the next one might be Spa then. But anyway. We currently have a 109.4 and the time trial world record is a 111.9. So we are 2.5 seconds faster currently than the time trial world record. I went a little bit wide in turn 1, so that already cost me a tenth. I locked up really aggressively. So not ideal so far. And I lost more time through there again. So not going very well this lap so far. Let's see if we can make up some time through the middle sector. Okay, so we managed to make up like 2 tenths in the middle sector. Not a perfect lap, of course. Only a 109.2, so 2.7 seconds faster than the time trial world record. Anyway, still pretty solid try, I think. So now we're gonna move on to Spa, if I remember the calendar correctly. So let's head towards Spa. Alright, so we're on Spa now. I'm gonna once again do the same top speed test as I did in Baku. I'm gonna try and get a solid slipstream from Valtteri. Well, I need to have a little bit of a gap going into a Rouge. You can see he's backed off as well, he's turned his ERS down. And now I need to see I have a really big gap, maybe a little bit too big actually, but he has his ERS down, so I think we will catch up eventually. I hope by the end of the straight somewhere. You see, we're gaining really fast, but I think we're gaining too fast actually. Anyway, it did help a little bit. 360. Whoa, I didn't. Luckily I turned damage off. But anyway, 6 kilometers slower than Baku. So I'm not going to try again, because I think even with slipstream I'm not going to gain an amount. Slipstream is not very strong in this game, same as dirty air, so I'm going to focus on qualifying now. We have not set a lap time yet. Let's see what we can do. Not sure if the AI is strong around Spa. I don't think they're very strong. World record is at 39.9, I think so, or a high 0.8. So already 3.3 seconds faster than the time trial world record, or at least that's what our teammate is. Into Le Comp, 5th gear. Always hard to get this right. Into the next right, and easy to lock up the right front. Oh, pool one was a bit tricky. We're 2 seconds up on Russell. Our teammate Calderon does a 36.1.1. 36.1, sorry. It's gonna be a 35.5, so we're 4.4 seconds faster, 4.3, 4.4 seconds faster than the time trial world record. So absolutely insane. I think this is gonna be the track where the gap is the biggest between the time trial world record and the lap time I just did. Anyways, next up Monza. I'm gonna do the same top speed test again and do a normal lap time as well, of course. I'm gonna be interested to see what we are gonna be able to reach on Monza, because I think that's might actually be the fastest or the highest top speed on this game you can reach. So maybe you can reach like 370 kph. Will be very cool at least. So let's head towards Monza now. Alright, as you can see, we're in Monza now. First, like on Spa, I'm gonna do the top speed test. I'm gonna try and get a slipstream from this Haas. George Russell. I have no idea how much of a gap we have to leave though. I think this will be somewhat okay. I hope so at least. Right. The rest is gonna open now. I think I'm too far behind actually. Alright, looks like we are faster than Baku. 367. Oh. Alright, I'm definitely gonna try that again, but with a bigger slipstream. Saints ahead of us. Got such little grip out of the last corner though. Okay, we're slightly closer than to Russell, I think so. Which is good. See signs of flashing, which means he's slowing down. See what we can get here. 367 again, so I think that's just might be the limit actually. I think that might be a limiter we're hitting. There's one more track I can think of we can try, which is Mexico. And I think that's the final one we can really try to get at 370 kph maybe. So yeah, let's head towards the normal qualifying lap now and see what we can get. World record is a 1:17.1, I think so. So let's try and improve that. Alright, starting our qualifying lap now. As I said before, 17.1 is the world record. We've got Saints pulling next to it, which is not ideal. But I think we have more top speed anyway, so no worry about that. No worry about Saints. Into turn 1, 360 kph top speed. I feel like a difference of top speed between going high and low aero is not really big. In real life the steps are much bigger. So only 6 kilometers from a medium to ultimate low downforce. It's not a lot. Hamilton goes fast with a 1:14.7. That's already 2.4 seconds faster than the time trial world record. Oh, it's got a little bit of understeer going to the final corner. We go and do a 1:39.8, which is 9 tenths faster than Hamilton and 3.3 seconds faster than the time trial world record. So good attempt, I think. So there are not many corners around Monza, so it's harder to make up a lot of time. At the same time, the engine does a lot of the work.
Finished, it's time to remind us.
So as we move on to Sochi now then, you guys might know Singapore is ahead of this, but because it was raining I kinda didn't want to do that one because, you know, there's not really a reference anyway if it's raining. So that's why I skipped it. Didn't want to leave you guys waiting and drive around a wet track again. I cannot turn off dynamic weather, so hence why I had to skip that one. I tried it early on in the video to turn off dynamic weather or just set it on clear, but I couldn't find it. So just gotta continue with dynamic, and if it rains we just skip through that track from now on. Anyway, let's try and get a maximum out of it on this track. I think world record is at 28.6. So let's see what we can get. See what the split time is. Norris has been able to keep up to us quite well, so I think AI is pretty strong around here probably. 2 seconds faster than Russell. Alright, so 28.6 versus 24.9, but 3.7 seconds faster, which is pretty good. Not as much as Spa, of course, where we went 4.3 to 4.4, but still, I think very good effort.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race.
On to the next track, which I think is Suzuka, but I'm not sure, so let's head to the next one. Alright, so we're on Suzuka now, and pretty interesting. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how fast we're gonna be here. I think this is gonna be one of the slower tracks, simply because of the long corners. I felt like on the previous tracks, can't exactly remember what track, we weren't as fast with long corners as well. Simply because I think the tire overheat. So I've upped the downforce to pretty high, almost Monaco levels, because that's what we get away with a maxed out car. And I figured that's the fastest way to drive. So pretty high wings, which should help a little bit through this S section. The rear was getting a little bit away, probably because the tires are overheating, as I said before. You can see the rear wants to step out. Yeah, I think surface was overheating a little bit. But anyway, keep on pushing. I have no idea how far we were up to Russell. Sainz is keeping up pretty well. So I think that shows we're not really fast. But even though I was 11 on the rear wing, which the car still broke away in that fast left-hander. That shows, I think it's just the tires or the surface overheating. See what the split is gonna be. 1.5 seconds faster than Russell. And usually it's around 2 seconds going into the final sector. So interesting to see how a lap is going to be. Verstappen 21.3. F1 Esports wall was 24/7. So we're exactly 3 seconds faster than F1 Esports pole time, but we're only P7 on the grid. So AI is very strong around here. I did not expect that. Maybe they're not struggling as much with tire temperature. So
With qualifying finished,
21.2
it's time to
from our
remind
teammates, so we're
ourselves
half a second
of our
off there.
top.
But let's head towards the next track. Alright, so we head towards USA now as I'm struggling to keep Bottas behind on my outlap. I think this is one of those tracks we're gonna struggle a little bit as well because of the tire temperatures. Of course, if you have a faster car and you keep the same tires, you're gonna be struggling with the temperatures a little bit. So yeah, that's why we were so fast in Spa, of course. No issues with tire temperatures and a very long track. This is a very long track, but we're most likely gonna be struggling with tire temperatures. So let's see how it goes. World record 28.2. Let's see if we can dive into the 24s maybe. That will be cool. Oh, small lockup, which is not ideal. There's an Alfa Romeo not going really fast ahead of us, so that's not ideal. We're 1.7 seconds up to Russell. Oh, this car is gonna block us a little bit. Okay, this has cost us at least 3 tenths. Anyway, 25-0. Definitely could have done a 24/7 without that blocking of Uber. So, yeah, I think next one is going to be Mexico, so we're going to be doing the top speed test again. So, 24/6 from Pierre Gasly. So, Alpha Tower really fast. But yeah, 24/7, which would have been 3.5 seconds faster than the time trial world record. So, let's head towards the next track. Mexico, I think so. Alright, we are in Mexico now. Once again, as I said before, I'm gonna do this maximum top speed test. And try and nab a little slipstream of Valtteri Bottas here. It's gonna be tough to keep up in this last sector because of the low wings. Anyway, there we go. Oh my god, I think he's too far away now. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get anywhere close to the Monza top speed. 362. Oh. Let's see what we can do with a better slipstream. I need to try again. Let's see if we're gonna be faster than. So on the straight. So he's on low deployment. Nah, I don't think the straight is fast enough compared to Monza anyway. Oh, whoops. Ow, that hurts. So yeah, I think Monza was the fastest, 367. Let's do a proper qualifying lap now and see what lap time we can get. I think the world record is a 1:11.9. F1 Esports Pole was a 1:12.1. 1:11.9 is what we're aiming for, time trial world record. We're aiming to go 2 seconds faster, 3 seconds faster. So let's try and see what we can do. Alright, this is gonna be my qualifying lap because it's gonna rain in like 10 minutes. So we need to do it early on in the session. So that's why I'm already out at the moment. Bit annoying I cannot set the weather to dry, because then I would have definitely done it and I would have done all tracks properly. But I simply can't. So, anyways, heading into turn 1 for first and last time. Braking at 100 meters down to third gear. Oh, this is so much faster than what the default. I need to short shift so much earlier and so much higher grade because you're so much faster. So it's a bit weird. top. And it's gonna be a 109.6, 2.3 seconds faster than the time trial world record. I already expected that it wasn't gonna be like a very big gap because Mexico is quite short. So yeah, pretty good, I think so. Let's head towards Brazil now. I think so. I think it's gonna be Brazil. And then Abu Dhabi is the last one. So 2 more tracks to go. Let's do this. All right. So as you can see here, wet qualifying once again. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm basically gonna see if it's full wet, and then we can maybe compare the wet world record to the qualifying. So let's check if that's the case, and if not, we just skip Brazil and go on to Abu Dhabi. Alright, so as you can see, intermediates is faster and it's probably gonna be the fastest of all session. So I'm gonna skip this one as there is not really any point or comparison we can make. So I'm gonna skip to Abu Dhabi and see how that goes. I reckon Abu Dhabi is gonna be dry, so or at least I hope so. So let's head towards Abu Dhabi now and see what lap time we can do there. I think it's pretty long. It's obviously a pretty long track, so it's gonna be very interesting to see by how much faster we can go there. So yeah, maybe we can beat the 4.4 second distance we had in Spa in Abu Dhabi. So gonna be interesting. All right, I'm about to start my final lap of this series. I think it's going to be a pretty long video. So if you're still watching, thank you. Going to turn 1, I lost a little bit of time. I think I locked the right front. But I think it's gonna be a quite long video because 22 tracks, average of 1 minute 20, I think so. Gonna be like a 30-minute video probably. Probably just over 30 minutes, maybe 35. So if you're still watching, thank you. World record had 31.2.3. Currently I'm 2.4 times up, so I already was 3.3 seconds faster. I don't think I'm gonna beat the Spa time, but we're gonna get close, I think so. Alright, 27.5, which is 3.7 seconds faster. So as I said, I was gonna get quite close to the Spa delta, I would say, of 4.4 seconds, but eventually it was not enough. 3.7 seconds. Anyway, I think this was a pretty fun video to make. It did take very long, of course, because I had to skip through all the sessions and all the cutscenes, so it took a pretty long while. I also had to do it in 2 parts. As you can see, I did the first 4 or 5 qualifyings, and then I skipped through to do the final 17 straight in a row. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this in the future. Of course, I cannot do this again, as I can only do this once per game, but I'm gonna be doing more challenges, definitely, still in this game, a few more. As I said before in past videos, I unfortunately cannot upload F1 2021 footage. I don't have the full game as well, I only have the beta. So very unfortunate, but anyway, nothing I can do about it. There are some very good other content creators that are putting F1 2021 content out, or they are allowed to. So Team at Marduk, Tom97 and Arava, of course. So make sure to check them out if you want to see some 2021 content. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And see you guys next time. Ciao.